Hello. Hi guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm really excited to demonstrate how I do the twin flame connection checks this evening. So those of you that arrived early, I've already got about 16 people on the list. Takes about 5 minutes to do one connection check. Could be a little bit longer, a little bit quicker. So with 16 people on the list, I'll try and get through as many of you as I can. And then I'll just pick people at random so that, you know, for those of you that are still hanging around to watch, everyone's got a fair shot. But for those of you that turned up early, I've got a list of you ready to go. So I'm not going to publish this video as public after the live stream. If you would like a link to it, just email me and I will send you a link. So I'll keep it open as a web link. That's because I don't normally show my face. So you guys get to see it. You're so lucky. But it makes sense to show my face when I'm doing this, because otherwise you'd just be looking at my table and that would be really boring. So I want to explain to you a little bit about what the twin flame connection check is, because I'm a spirit release therapist. And when I do spirit release therapy, I'm connecting to a person's energetic field remotely as a medium. So that means that I tune in, I look at your aura, I look at your outer and inner etheric, I look at, you know, if you've got any negative attachments, your physical being, and basically check your overall spiritual and physical wellness. Now, when I've been doing this work, I was shown how to do this for twins, because twins share a kind of secondary aura and energetic field. So what I'm going to be doing today is confirming if you're dealing with a real twin, assuming you want to know that. A lot of people are disappointed when they find that they're not. So if you don't want to know that, let me know in the comments. But, you know, I have to be honest about what I'm seeing and, you know, conduct my readings with integrity. I can also see if there's karmics attached, if there's false twins. And today I'll be putting the protection back around the twin flame aura. Now, what I found when doing this work is that twin flames share a kind of secondary aura. It's like a ring that surrounds both twins, and that's to protect them from any negative energy. Now, the twin flame connection is very vulnerable to psychic attack, to negative energies, because it's, I'm trying to think how to explain this. It's a threat to darker energies. It's, you know, it glows a lot of light. It sends a lot of light. The purpose of a twin flame connection is to raise the vibration of the planet, to share more love. That's why the journey is about unconditional love. So it's really, really important that you have this protection in place, not just as individuals, but as a twin flame couple. Now, if you've not already watched my videos about protection, I do offer a free guided audio meditation that you can use for protection and grounding. If you're able to, it'd be great if you could do that now. To ground yourself, literally just close your eyes. Imagine roots growing out from underneath you, drawing light back up through those roots, and then a protective bubble around yourself, and you seal that with gold. It just takes 30 seconds. I've already done that before I started work today. And that just ensures that you're protected and safe. And I recommend that if you do that every day, that you include your twin in that. But I'm going to be putting, if you're on my list, or if I get to you today, I'll be putting that, that shield back around you, and demonstrating anyway how this works. So it's going to be very tricky for me to track the comments while I'm talking. And also while I'm working, I do actually have my eyes closed. So it's going to be really, really difficult for me to track any more comments. I'll try and have a kind of peek as I go. But if you've got any questions, by all means, email me and I'll try and get to you after if I miss them in the comments. So thank you so much for tuning in. I really, really appreciate it. So the first on the list, we've got Mary Mitchell, because she arrived first today. So hello, Mary. I actually work with a different guide. I've just noticed someone said, hello, Arthur. Hello, Misha. I actually work with a different guide for this kind of work. His name is John. So Arthur just works with me for tarot, but he says hello anyway. But John is, he's my SRT guide, my spirit release therapy guide. Sorry, I've just spilt my drink. I'm trying to clean this up. So it's John that I'll be working with today. And just to give you an idea of what happens when I'm doing this, I'll be closing my eyes and connecting mediumistically. And I will describe to you what I'm seeing. Mary, as it's your turn, if you can be ready to comment, because I will kind of try and, I have been working at doing this with my eyes open, so I'll try and, I will try and track the comments as I go so I can get your feedback as I'm working, because it's really useful to kind of verify what I'm looking at. Mary, can you let me know the name of the person you believe to be your twin so I can tune in and look at that, please? Can't see you. You still there, Mary? I know you're ready. What's your twin's name? Scott. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so Scott is your twin flame. When I look at this connection, twins are always within this ring of light and they're always facing one another. If it's your real twin, then that's literally what I see. Scott is sitting slightly outside of the ring, which means he's drifted from the connection, so we can draw him back in. I'm going to put the protection back around you now and ground you both. Scott has a karmic attached to him by a cord. It's at a reasonable distance, which means, you know, he's moving away from this person. He's completing the lessons he's learned. So he needed to learn from that connection. Oh. Okay, so this is going a bit fuzzy for me. This doesn't really happen. So as I was talking about this ring, the twins face each other and they're aligned at the chakras. And where the lights are lit up, this gives me an indication of what stage you're at with your twin. And for you, I can see that you are, you've passed the sacral stage, which is physical consummation of the relationship. But you're in this runner chaser stage because your solar plexus is only lit up on your side, Mary, which means he's not yet begun purging, triggering, or healing. We're both very ungrounded, so I'm just going to put your grounding back. Mary, you've got a false twin as well, stood behind you, and a karmic, which is attached on a very long cord. So a false twin would have been a very toxic relationship that you've had. So John's saying you really need to ground and protect because there's a lot of interference on your side of the connection. Your aura has a gaping hole in it here to the right side of your head. I can seal that up now, but you will need to maintain your own protection. And I'm also being shown that your root chakra is very blocked, which indicates anxiety, insecurity, and that I'm being shown that red color in your heart space, which means it's blocking you from unconditional love. This is the barrier that you need to get past. You need to resolve your anxiety. You need to resolve the insecurity you feel within relationships. Okay, was that helpful? Good. Right. Let's move on. Swati Garg. I think that's how you say your name. Are you with us? Swati with us? Yeah, is Swati there? Hey, Addy. Swati still with us? Yes, you are. Can you let me know the name of your twin, please, darling, so I can check your connection for you? For those of you that have just tuned in, I'm tuning in to see if you're in a real twin flame connection or not, and to give you whatever information I can see about that, just demonstrating how I do this work. So Swati, what is the name of your twin? She's not coming back to me. Are you still there? I don't know if these comments are just a delay. Right, Sora. Okay. Right, so let's have a look. This is your twin, but I've never seen this before. This is really strange. Addy, if you're listening, can you text me and tell me what you think of this? Because I don't know what to make of this. Right, so as I was saying, twins are on this ring. They're facing each other, they're aligned, but your twin is drifted away from the outer ring and into the middle. I'm just going to check with John what this means, because I've never seen that before. Saying it's just disconnected and drifting. So I'm going to realign him. Okay, now we've got lights. So this is your real twin. I don't know why I was drifting. I need to look into that. It's very strange. I've never actually seen a twin drift into the ring before when I've been doing this work. And this guy was like in the middle of it. So you're meant to be on the edge of it. So I'm going to put your protection back in place. This is your real twin. So I'm seeing that you're only connected at the root chakra. This would indicate to me you've not had a physical relationship with this man, and you've not progressed. You are new to this journey. There's no karmics attached on his side. I don't know if he's aware of who you are. I'm wondering if this is why he was drifting in the middle of ring. He's not quite engaged with this connection. I can't see what you're commenting, but I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to put your protection belt in place. I'm going to ground you both. You're both very ungrounded. So Swati, the information that's coming through to me here is quite personal. So if you look on my other videos, you'll find my email address. I believe it's in the description box for this live stream as well. Please email me so I can explain this after. But without getting too personal, you've got quite a serious blockage in your root and your sacral chakra that I need to discuss with you. The third eye is also blocked. So I'm just unblocking all of your chakras. So I don't know if you two are quite young or if your twin is very young, but this is quite unusual as well because, as I said, he was kind of drifting. I'm trying to figure out what this means. Sorry, I've not seen one like this before. Okay, so right, so I believe he was drifting across because he's very, very ungrounded. I don't want to proceed with this one because this is quite personal and I don't think this one's appropriate for the live stream. So Swati, if you could email me and we'll do this privately and separately if that's okay. Is that all right? I'm really sorry, that's probably not entertaining for everyone else, but we'll do the next one. Right, Jeremy Kruger, are you still with us? Jeremy still with us? Jeremy. Jeremy here? There he is. What's your twin's name, Jeremy? What's your twin's name? Alexi. Okay. Let's have a look. Jeremy and Alexi. Yeah, you're definitely dealing with a real twin. You're very nicely aligned as well. And I can see you've done a fair bit of the work. You're lit up at both the root, the sacral. I'm seeing that it's you that's, no. Sorry, I need to open my eyes and check. Jeremy, do you associate with the divine feminine energy or divine masculine? Not replied. Let me just get rid of this idiot. Where is he? Sorry. Right, there we go. Jeremy, you don't know. Okay. No, I think you're divine masculine energy. Divine feminine is definitely on the left. So I'm seeing you're aligned at the root, the sacral, the heart, which means you've kind of moved into a much more calm place with this. You've spoken some of your truth. The solar plexus isn't aligned all the way across though, which means you're still triggering, you're still purging, you're still healing. But I feel like you've made a big step forward in terms of progress and loving self. So I'm just going to put your shield background, ground you both. The divine feminine, Alexi has a false twin on her side. I can see this because it stood just behind her. This is quite a negative energy as well that surrounds her. So I'm going to put that in a protective bubble. It won't remove that energy. I can't interfere with the free will there. I'm being guided not to, but I can put it in a protective bubble of energy, which will inhibit the amount of negative energy in this situation. I'm seeing, Jeremy, also that you've got a blockage in your heart chakra, and this stems from childhood. I don't want to go into detail because, again, we're live. There's lots of people watching. It's quite personal. But I hope you can accept when I say this was probably between the age of 11 and maybe 13. An issue within the... Just email me. I don't want to say it live, but there's some healing that you need to do. This is an inner child wound that I'm being shown. This will dramatically unblock your progress within this connection. So your connection's all clear now in terms of energetic protection. I've grounded you both. I've opened and cleared all your chakras. But drop me an email. Okay. Sorry, I was just reading. Who's that said they just got an attack? Amanda. Yeah, you need to ground, honey, and protect. I did ask people at the beginning of this video, if you don't know how to do that, just quickly Google it while you're watching, how to ground and protect yourself. This kind of work does attract hold on, let me get rid of these people that are causing problems. Right. Valentina. Valentina, are you still with us? Valentina's still here. Still with us, Valentina? How do I make someone a moderator? Hold on. Made for Love, how do I make you a moderator? I don't know. How do I do this? How do I do this? Hold on, I think I click on your name. Add moderator, got it. Yay, okay. So Made for Love's going to moderate for us and get rid of all these plonkers, okay? Right, so is Valentina still with us? Yes, can I have your twin's name, please, darling? For those of you asking to be added to the list, I've got quite a few already. If I've still got time when I've done these, I will get to as many of you as possible. So please stay tuned. Valentina. Where's your twin? Valentina, where's your twin's name, please, darling? Can you let me know your twin's name? Ado. Fabulous. Okay. So let's have a look at what we can see for you in Ado. This isn't your twin. I'm being shown that you haven't met your twin yet. So you're not in line to meet him anytime soon. I can't really say more than that. It's very difficult for me to get a timeline. When I look in at the twin flame connection, I do see your twin. If it's someone you haven't met, the way I see them looks very different. And this is what I'm being shown, that the gentleman you're inquiring about isn't your twin. I'm really sorry. Don't like to give bad news, but sometimes I think it's a great relief to be able to move on and understand, you know, what that connection might be, which, you know, it's probably a karmic. It could even be a false twin. I think this might be a false twin. I can see a false twin behind your real twin, but you haven't met your real twin yet. If you've met a false twin, it's very likely that you will meet your real twin quite soon. But I'm sorry if that was disappointing news. Soulshine Sharon, are you still with us? Could you let me know the name of your twin, please? Soulshine Sharon, are you still with us? Actually, while I'm looking at the screen, yes, Ellie. Okay, fabulous. So I'm guessing this is a same-sex couple. So I'm trying to work out which one's the divine masculine energy, but the easiest way to describe it, I've got a dark-haired lady on the divine masculine side. She's got short, dark hair. So you'll be able to associate with whether that's you or your twin, but the divine masculine is always on the right for me. I've got a dark-haired lady on this side. Does that make sense? I can't see them. The comments are so slow for me. I'm just going to carry on. So this is your real twin. Wow. There's a lot of energy moving around your connection right now. I don't know if you've been sending healing or, you know, that I can see a tremendous amount of energy surging around this connection. I'm going to put the protection back in place because that wasn't there. Now, the divine masculine in this connection, I'm being shown a lot of dark, stagnant energy in your chest area, running all the way down to your abdomen and your upper legs and thighs. I'm just going to clear that for you. This is because you are highly sensitive. You're highly sensitive to chemicals, toxins. You need to respect your sensitivities. This actually came up in my pick apart reading today. You're also very connected to spirit. Your crown is wide open, but I'm guided to tell you that you need to engage your protection because you're walking around wide open. This is what's making you more vulnerable. I don't know if this is your twin. I don't know if you're the masculine or the feminine, but this is the divine masculine that I'm talking about. They're very connected to spirit, but they're open and they're not protected. So if you're the more awakened twin that's here talking to me now, you need to put that protection in place for them and do that daily when you do your own. So it could, I'm assuming you're the divine feminine on the left. And you've got that dark energy around your head and neck. So I'm being shown that this will culminate. I'm getting like a stiff neck. So I do this. It's a headache as well at the back of the head. And this is also to do with a blockage in your cerebellum chakra, which I can clear. And your aura is very prickly and heavily perforated. So if you drink alcohol, this is a problem. This is creating energetic vulnerabilities for you. I see a false twin on your side and also two karmics attached by cords. So the false twin would have been a very toxic relationship that you had a strong attachment to, and the karmics, they're at quite a distance, but they are still attached, which means you have unresolved lessons. You've got a lot of healing to do regarding your attitude towards relationships. There is a karmic attached on the divine masculine side, but that cord is quite long, which would indicate to me, even though there's unresolved karma there, that there's perhaps separation between them right now. I don't believe that they are in that relationship. So I've grounded you both. I've put the twin flame shield back for you. So John, my guide John, who works with this, is saying it's very important that you ground and protect. Both you and your twin are particularly vulnerable because of your lifestyle choices. So you need to learn grounding and protection. Contact me for the guided meditation audio if you don't have it already. So I hope that helped, Soul Sharon. Next up, we've got Krat. Krat, are you still with us? Could you let me know the name of your twin, please? Krat there. Krat, are you still with us? Could I have the name of your twin, please? Could I have the name of your twin, please, darling? Guys, for those of you still wanting to get on the list, I have got quite a big list now. When I get through these, I will look again and add some more. Krat, what would you like to know about the connection? So I'm kind of specifically checking if you're in a twin flame connection or not. That's what I'm looking at this evening. I guess I could probably do that without a name, but that's not going to help us establish the identity of this person. No. You still there? Okay, I'm going to move on if you're not sure that's your twin flame, or if you don't know the name. I can't check the connection with someone if you don't know the name. I'm assuming you don't know if you don't know them. I can't check for someone you don't know. I'm really sorry. Abby B. you still with us? If you could let me know the name of your twin, please. Gadir, okay. Oh, this is really lovely. I've not seen this before. So for those of you that have just joined us, just explaining what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the twin flame connection. I see it on a ring. Divine feminine faces the divine masculine at the edge of this ring. But your divine masculine has his arms out like this. He's reaching for you. I've never seen that. They're normally static. So it's really sweet. This is your twin. I'm just going to put your grounding and protection back in place so I don't forget that at the end. Okay, so both of you have a false twin. There's no energetic cord with false twins. They kind of, these ones, they just look different to how I normally see them, but there's no cords. So I'm assuming you've already both cut away from those. I'm not seeing that this relationship has gone physical, but there's a lot of very pent-up sexual energies, a lot of sexual frustration. If you could confirm that in the comments, it's really helpful to get your feedback. Sorry, my mind is racing at a million miles an hour. And if there's so many people here and the energy is really crazy. So your twin is already quite spiritually aware. His crown chakra is very, very open. It's very open. He has a good connection to spirit, but he is wide open. So I know I've said this for one other twin already. If you don't have my grounding and protection meditation, email me and I'll send that to you. It's free. Or look online as to how you can ground and protect and include your twin in that protection, because he's quite vulnerable. He's also got a very powerful third eye. He's a very powerful communicator. He's in quite good spiritual health, but there are blockages from the solar plexus downwards. And I'm seeing that you guys are still in this runner-chaser dynamic, and he's not begun the inner healing. He's not begun responding to the triggers. He doesn't understand this connection yet. He doesn't understand. He's distracted, John is telling me. You've done some of this work, but you've got a blockage in your heart chakra. Quite a significant blockage, and a very significant blockage in your lower chakra, which indicates depression is what's coming through for me. And this is related to childhood trauma as well, that you've not purged, and I'm being shown that the connection with your karmic, you actually did a lot of your purging through that connection, not your karmic, your false twin. So even though that false twin connection may have been painful, it's actually served you in many ways, but you've already started doing some of that healing, which has kind of prepared you better for the connection with your twin. Both of you are very ungrounded and your protection is very weak. Abby, your aura in particular is very, very prickly, but it's also blue, which is the color of healing. You're a natural healer, and by healing others, you will heal yourself. So if you're not already engaged in healing, this is something that would be hugely beneficial for you to learn. I have sealed your aura up now, but again, you need to take responsibility for that self-protection. And you need to include your twin in that protection. I hope that helps. I've not been able to follow the comments, so I don't know if that resonated, but hopefully it did. Right, so we've got Zuzu. I think that's how you say your name. It's Xuizu. Zuzu. or Zuzu. Are you with us? Can I have your twin's name, please? Zuzu, are you there? Oh, Abby, I'm really glad that that connected for you. For those of you that have just shown up and you'd like to get on the list, I'm about halfway through. The first 16 people that joined the live session were added to the list first. I'll work through those as quickly as possible. And I think I probably will have time for more, which I'll then come and add more of you to the list. It's incredibly difficult for me to keep track of now that my eyes are closed. Is Zuzu still with us? Don't think she is. Okay. I'll put a star next to your name. If you come back, I'll do you next. So we've got Gillian. Gillian N. Are you still with us? Oh, Abby B, that's very kind. There's information about how to donate in the description box. Thank you. Is Gillian still with us? Akshada, yes, you are on the list. Krat, if you could email me and I'll do you afterwards, because you know, your initial response was that you don't know who your twin flame is, and I can't help you with that. Gillian N, fantastic. We've got Jason. Right, let's have a look. Okay, Jason is your twin. I don't want to worry you when I say this, but John's saying I should go ahead and say this because you must know this already. He is not in a good place. From a spiritual health perspective, he's in very poor shape. His aura is practically non-existent. I've actually never seen someone's aura is depleted this badly. I'm seeing a tremendous amount of darkness inside this gentleman. A tremendous amount of darkness, and this will be energetically impacting you. Hold on, let me have a look at yours. You both have very, very vulnerable energy. There's a lot of anxiety and depression on both sides. In terms of the how you're aligned, neither of you has begun healing and responding to the triggers that are coming. There's a lot of very deep-seated pain here. I don't want to go too deep because this isn't private, it's public. But these vulnerabilities are created by your lifestyle choices and substance abuse specifically. But there is a lot of darkness. I'm getting a tremendous amount of anger and also a lot of spiritual interference, a lot of negative energy interference to both of you. So I'm going to clear you both. That will give you a much clearer headspace to work from, but you're going to have to take responsibility for that moving forward. It's very important. And you need to do it for Jason. You know, he probably doesn't understand this. You're going to have to keep him grounded and protected as well. But both of you have a very poor protective measures, less so than I normally see in twins. And twins are quite often compromised, but both of you, particularly Jason, have very low barriers. So you're both clear now, grounded, and your auras are repaired. I'm seeing a lot of purple in your aura, and you know, you have a very strong third eye, but when you're engaging in psychic work, astral work, astral travel, remote viewing, that kind of work, you need to protect. You are attracting an enormous amount of darkness. He is already riddled. I don't want to frighten you by using that word, but he has a lot going on in his head. You know, there's mental unwellness here that, if left unchecked, could become quite serious. So you really need to take steps to protect both of you, and to start healing. There's no light between your solar plexus chakra, which means you've not done any healing, self-healing. You may think you have, but you've barely scratched the surface. There are a lot of deep-rooted inner child wounds here for both of you. That your twin is particularly troubled. So I'm going to seal your twin flame connection, so that, you know, this will bring you some kind of, obviously, additional protection. But as I said, you have to take responsibility for maintaining that, because of the I'm trying to think of the right words. Because you've already come under attack, you will be vulnerable to future attacks. And this is to do with both what you've picked up along the way. I feel like Jason has been compromised for a long time. He's been struggling with his own demons for a long time. But John is saying that, you know, that the first steps to helping you both is to just maintain this spiritual protection and to begin healing. You can email me if you need more information. I'd really like to speak to you again about that. Right, so that was Abby. No, that was Gillian. Hope that helped, Gillian. Sabu, Sarah, are you still with us? Could you let me know your twin's name, please? Sabyan Saba. Sabu Sarah, I think it is. Are you still with us? No. I'll put a star by your name. If you pop up again later, I'll do you then. Okay, we've got Sandra H. Sandra H, are you still with us? If you are, could you let me know the name of your twin, please? Sandra with us. No. Wandering Starseed, are you still with us? Oh, there's Sabia, Sarah. Sabia, I don't know if you've misunderstood what we're doing here. This is to check if you're with a twin flame. So I you know, I'm gonna move on to Wandering Starseed. Okay, Anthony. Okay, so this is your twin flame. He was slightly detached from, and leaning into the circle. So you're not quite aligned. I feel like there's probably been a lot of disconnect in your communication, probably in separation right now, because you're not quite aligned. I can realign that for you. And I'm seeing that you've met, you've consummated a relationship, but there's only healing on your side. He's not embraced the healing part of this journey yet. He's not acknowledging the triggers. So I'm just going to ground both of you and see what we can see energetically. So you have a lot of beautiful white light inside you. Normally when I see this, this indicates that you may be a healer or Reiki practitioner. If you're not, you need to be. You've got a beautiful, bright inner etheric field, and your aura, whilst it's not completely intact, it's slightly prickly, is pink and yellow, which is the same color as mine, incidentally, but it's really quite beautiful. You've got a lot of healing energy inside of you. You're a light worker, but your aura is slightly perforated. So I'm just going to smooth that over. And bizarrely, your chakras are all jumbled. I don't know why this is. Let me just check with John. That's really strange. Okay, so this is actually to do with your twin. So it's like an energetic confusion. When you heal self, you need to work on one chakra at a time and do them in order, because I'm seeing a lot of energy jumping from chakra to chakra. I've never seen this before, but John's saying there's a lot of confusion about where you need to heal and where you need to begin, and what you need to do for the highest, greatest good in terms of healing self and healing your twin. You just take a look at your twin. He's got a karmic attached to him. It's quite close as well. So I don't know if he's still in that relationship or if that's quite recent. Now, I'm not going to do this now. I need permission. I can't get your permission right now. But normally, when karmics are attached, we can cut cords with permission of at least one of the twins. I'm not going to do that now because I've got my eyes shut and I can't get your permission. But John is suggesting that would be a good line of action in this case. So if you need to contact me so we can discuss that further. You're very grounded as well, but your twin isn't. He's got very shallow grounding. I'm going to put that back. And all of his chakras are blocked apart from the throat. I'm feeling a real narcissistic streak in this gentleman. He uses his communication as a weapon. He can be very harsh. When I say narcissistic, I don't mean to the extreme. You know, everyone has a degree of narcissism on the spectrum, but this is one of his wounds that he needs to heal. It will improve. It's not narcissistic disorder or anything like that. It's just a streak of it, which can be really cutting. He uses words as a weapon, which is particularly hard. But he's a very closed down individual. So, you know, you should notice a big difference in his communication after this clearing, and having unblocked all his chakras. So I've put the protection back around your connection. You're both clear now. Please maintain that protection. And if you're not healing already, then you need to engage in that kind of work. I really hope that helped. Who have we got next? Wandering Starseed, are you with us? No. Bear with me, guys. I'm literally just going to let my dog out. All right. Is Wandering Starseed with us? No. We've got Louisa Heck. Louisa Heck, are you still with us? Could you let me know the name of your twin? Oh, Wandering Starseed. Sorry, that was you. Thank you. I'm really glad you enjoyed it. Louisa Heck, are you with us? Could I have the name of your twin, please? Louisa Heck, still with us? Sabi Osara, because you're not asking about a twin. You asked me if you're going to get together. I'm here to do twin flame connection and energy checks. It's not a kind of psychic reading about any kind of connection. I'm really sorry. Louisa Heck, are you still with us? No? Bomo Tahodi. Is Bomo here with us? Homo. No. Z Hall. Z, are you still with us? Could I have the name of your twin, please? No, a lot of people have moved on already. Akshada Power, we spoke recently. Are you still with us? Akshada, you still with us? After I've done this one, I will start just picking you at random from the comments as we go. Oh, Z, there you are. Z, it's very difficult for me to check that for you. You need to have met I mean, I can check if you've met your twin. You haven't met your twin, so I don't know if you were watching earlier, but sorry, this is for Z Hall. When I look at the connection, if you've met your twin, they look different, and if you haven't met them, they look different. So I'm seeing that you haven't met your twin. I can't tell you if you're going to meet them or anything about them. I can only tell you haven't. Okay. Akshada Pawar, are you with us? Could I have the name of your twin, please? Akshada still with us? No? Okay, so that's my list done so far. So I'm just going to, Sandra, I did call your name. Yes, you didn't respond. Could you let me know the name of your twin, please? Tekla, I'll add you and Aaron next. Sandra, are you still there? What's the name of your twin? Akshada, what's the name of your twin? Shiv Prasad. Okay. Okay, so this is for Akshada. I'm going to call him Shiv because I can't pronounce that. I hope that's okay. Wow. Yeah, this is your twin. He's got a really, really aggressive false twin. And I'm actually seeing her lean into your connection. Like literally, I don't know how to explain this. She is intruding on the energy of your connection, this person. It's really dark. I don't like this. Right, so we're going to remove that and put it in a bubble. It would be really great if you could confirm this in the comments. We've got a really aggressive, intrusive false twin on the divine masculine side. There's a lot of interference in this connection, so ground you both. Clear chakras. Akshwada as well, I'm being shown you are leaking energy from your solar plexus, like it's being drained from you. John's saying when you heal, when you send healing to others, you shouldn't send healing from your own energy. You send it from source. You draw the energy in and you send it outwards. You don't send your own energy. I'm being shown your power center literally being drained. You need to ground and protect, and you need to learn how to channel energy and not send from self. If you've been sending healing and finding it draining, or it's been making you unwell or weak, this is why. You are definitely a healer. You've got beautiful, beautiful, bright inner etheric. But you've been unfortunately suffering from this energy drain. And also from from this interference in your connection from this false twin. So I have removed them from your connection and placed them outside of that, and also sealed them in a bubble, which will prevent them, kind of inhibit them from sending more negative energy or from intruding on your connection. I'm being shown that you have met your twin, but you've not progressed beyond that. This connection is in its infancy. You need to ground and protect your twin. You need to maintain that for him. He needs your support, because this false twin he's with or was with is a real piece of work. Energetically very dark. Hope that helped. Right, Tekla. You are next. So your twin is Aaron. Let's have a look. So yes, this is your twin. He's not aligned either, and you're actually kind of slightly leaning out. So if you imagine there's a circle, you should both be on it dead center, facing one another. You're kind of tilted out a bit that way, and he's kind of up here and sort of got his feet tilted out. I'm just going to realign you both. So I'm being shown that's you trying to pull away, getting frustrated with this journey and, you know, trying to pull away from it. That will really set you back, John is saying. When you do this, if you're, you know, getting so angry that you're literally trying to remove yourself from this connection, you're really compromising, the integrity and the protection of this connection, but also yourself. It's not good for you to do this. That's a really beautiful lesson, actually. I've not seen a divine feminine that's tilted out before. At least I don't think I have. I forget because I'm in trance, but this doesn't look familiar to me. And John is saying that when we try and pull away, from this connection, that it will cause us pain. It will literally cause us pain and unwellness. It will just cause you more pain. It will cause you to suffer more. Your power and the healing comes in surrender and acceptance. So, I've realigned you now anyway. You should feel instantly better. He's saying that you will instantly feel energetically uplifted as a result of this. And he's imploring you to keep the faith and stay connected and to begin doing your own self-healing work on this journey. I'm seeing that you're quite new to this connection as well, that you've not progressed through the stages. Energetically, neither of you are in that bad a shape. You've got, partially blocked chakras. Your grounding's not great. Pull that back. I don't know if Aaron's an athlete, but he's got a very tired body. He looks very fit, but it's very tired. He looks drained, physically drained. His chakras are also in fairly good nick, and I do actually believe he is also a natural healer. He's got beautiful inner light. So I've put the protection back around for you guys. I've grounded both of you and I've cleared both of you. But you need to stay strong on this journey, Tekla. You need to stop pulling away from it because it's hurting you. You're hurting yourself. You need to accept and surrender and start doing that healing work. I hope that was helpful. Okay, so Zinnia and Vedant. Vedant is not your twin. That's not what I'm saying. You haven't met your twin yet. No, there's no twin there. I'm really sorry. You've not met your twin yet, Zinnia. So sorry. Julia Reed, is Alex your twin? Let's have a look. Yes, he is. Let's have a look what we can see. Wow. This is very cool. I'm just going to open my eyes and check this. Julia, have you recently been attuned to Reiki? Have you recently had a Reiki attunement? Is she still with us, Julia? Julia, are you there? Julia? Louisa, I will check yours. I did call you out earlier, but you didn't reply. I'll do yours next. I'm just doing Julia. Is Julia still with us? No? Oh, there you are. You're not, but you have spirit who helps you. Wow, okay. So you are dealing with your real twin, Julia. You have incredible light, really beautiful light, literally a rainbow aura. It's very, very beautiful. You're very grounded. You just have lovely, lovely light. The way you're connected to your twin as well, this is very unusual. For those of you that have tuned in from the beginning, you'll notice I've not mentioned this for other twins, but I'm seeing the lower light connected, but virtually all lights on your side are lit up. You're very awakened, done a lot of healing. The twin's getting there, but I'm seeing that the lights aren't quite meeting in the middle. I feel like you're probably in separation at the moment, or very limited communication. I'm seeing a karmic on his side as well, which is very, very close, almost breathing down his neck. So that's probably creating some interference in your connection as well. Oh, this is very cool. So John's saying we can cut that cord. I can't do that without your permission. So you need to email me. We need to do that another time. But what he's showing me I can do is push this karmic back. She is literally breathing down his neck, and we can literally push her away and kind of hold her back. I'm going to put the protection back around your connection. I feel like you came here just for that confirmation, but you knew, Julie, you knew this is your twin. I feel like you're quite ascended. You've done a lot of work. You're very awake and aware. You probably didn't need this confirmation, but you're doing good work. He needs to work that thing out with this karmic, but we can cut the cord, so please contact me. Okay. Louisa and Fabiana. What time is it? Okay, so Louisa and Fabiana. No, this isn't your twin. I'm really sorry. You haven't met your twin. I'm really sorry. Dark Anne, is Daniel your twin? Let's have a look. No. You haven't met your twin. Daniel is a false twin. Normally false twins look quite dark as well, but Daniel doesn't. I know he's a false twin because he stood behind you. He's not in the ring. You haven't met your twin yet. But you need to, don't be repelled by this idea that he's not your twin. I'm being shown that this is a worthwhile connection. It's valid. It has worth and value and important learning, that you shouldn't give up on that connection because he's not your twin. You haven't met your twin yet, but quite interesting. I guess not all false twins are made equal. I normally assume false twins are quite toxic, but I'm not getting this from Daniel. I don't believe he's toxic, but there are very important lessons to learn there, and that connection is going to hold similarities to a twin flame connection, but it's not a twin flame connection. I hope that helps. Who else have we got? Anja Cook, Alexa, Glenn and Monty. Rosemary, I'll definitely do yours next. Hold on. What did that say? Darkhan, I can't see if you'll meet him. Sorry, I'm just trying to scroll back up. Does that mean we've got no moderator at the moment? Bugger. Okay. I don't think we've got anyone causing trouble anyway, have we? Sorry, I've completely lost my train of thought. I don't know who I was doing. I've had my eyes closed for so long. Glenn and Monty. All right, Glenn and Monty. I'm really sorry. I can't get connection to you at all. I'm just being shown black. That happens sometimes. I'm really sorry. Right, Rosemary, Elias. Yes, he is your twin. I'm going to do one more after this, guys, because I'm getting energetically tired now. I think I've done about 17. Rosemary, Elias is your twin. You've got a lot of dark energy around you, darling. A lot of sadness. Okay. So I've put all of your protection back. You need to maintain that daily grounding and protection. You need to figure out how to do it quickly so that you can do it frequently, because I'm seeing a false twin on both sides of you, and the one on your side is dark. You've also got a karmic attached. And even though it's on a cord, it's at a distance, you're still drawing in negative energy from that connection. You've not resolved the karma there. You've not resolved the lessons. You know, you've tried to bury the pain of that karmic connection rather than confronting the pain, which helps you learn. Till you release the lessons from that connection, it's going to keep draining you. You know, karmics are there so we can learn. This false twin that you've had, I feel like this was a long time ago, but again, you've not processed that learning. There's a lot of, it's stagnant energy. This is energy that's been hanging around a long time that's not been cleared and processed. So I'm going to clear it out of your immediate energy field so you've got a clear space with which to work from, but you need to take responsibility for maintaining that. And you've not begun that healing. I'm not seeing any light on your solar plexus in this connection. Elias is also tilted slightly out of the ring, which means he's kind of slightly disengaged from this connection now. He's running. And I'm seeing a lot of confusion for him as well. There's a lot of dark, stagnant energy here, and most of his chakras are completely blocked apart from his sacral, which means, you know, he's probably engaging in very distracting habits and lifestyle. So this is a kind of early journey for you. So I'm going to put the protection around that background that for you. Okay. So I really hope that helped. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. I'm really energetically drained and tired now. I normally do about 4 of these in an evening, and I've done about 20, I think, tonight. I really hope it was useful in demonstrating how this works. I will be teaching this and also providing a guided audio meditation so that you guys can do this clearing for yourselves and your twins. So I'll get that out to you soon. But thank you so much for tuning in. If you weren't here at the beginning, I won't be making the video of this stream public because I don't normally show my face. But for those of you that have tuned in and watch, if you'd like to watch back, drop me an email and I will send you a private web link so you can look at it again. So thank you so much for all of you. And thank you for all of you that are subscribers and that tune into my videos. It's such a joy to serve you. I'm so, so grateful that I get to learn all this crazy stuff. It's so interesting. And do you know what? I've just looked at the time when we're almost at 1:11 as well, which is absolutely beautiful. So on that note, I'm going to say good night, goodbye. Thank you all of you for tuning in. If you've got any questions at all, please do drop me an email and I will always reply. Okay, take care, guys.